The air crackled with unease. The tournament's end, instead of bringing joyous celebration, left a bitter taste. Chang Hun's followers, once united, now whispered amongst themselves, their faces etched with confusion and doubt. The very foundation of their loyalty seemed to tremble, shaken by the events that had unfolded.
The ground still bore the scars of battle, a stark reminder of the clash that had transpired. The weight of the unknown pressed down upon them, the silence punctuated by anxious murmurs.
Each stolen glance, every hushed conversation spoke volumes of the storm brewing within their ranks. The future, once clear and unwavering under Chang Hun's leadership, now appeared as a hazy and uncertain path. The arrival of the angels shattered the uneasy quiet. Their presence, always an awe-inspiring spectacle, now carried an undercurrent of dread.
The divine beings spoke, their voices echoing with an otherworldly power, announcing the dissolution of the current system.
A collective gasp rippled through the assembled crowd as the angels declared the end of an era.
Basil, his gaze steady and unwavering, approached Do-Yuk. The air thrummed with unspoken tension as the two locked eyes.
Basil's words, though measured and calm, held a depth of meaning that did not escape Do-Hyuk. Support, veiled within carefully chosen phrases, hinted at a shifting landscape, a dangerous game where alliances were fluid and trust, a luxury.
Jimin, her face pale with suppressed fury, confronted Yojin. The bond they once shared, the camaraderie forged through countless trials, now lay in tatters. Accusations hung heavy in the air, each word laced with venom and betrayal.
Yojin, ever the manipulator, met Jimin's anger with feigned innocence.
Her words, carefully crafted to deflect and deceive, dripped with honeyed poison. She spun a narrative of necessity, painting herself as a pawn in a larger game, forced to make impossible choices.
Yet beneath the surface of her carefully constructed facade, a flicker of triumph danced in her eyes.
The seeds of discord had been sown, and she reveled in the chaos she had wrought. Jimin grappled with the revelation, her mind reeling from the shock. The very foundations of her world seemed to crumble around her, leaving her adrift in a sea of doubt and uncertainty.
How could Yojin, my friend, my confidant, betray me so completely?
The pain of betrayal cut deep, leaving an open wound that throbbed with each agonizing heartbeat. Do-Hyuk, still reeling from the tournament and the angel's pronouncements, found himself caught in the crossfire of Yojin's machinations. The world, once familiar and predictable, now appeared as a tangled web of deceit, where every truth seemed to unravel into 1,000 lies. He struggled to make sense of the shifting allegiances, the whispers of treachery that followed Yojin like a shadow. The weight of betrayal pressed down upon them, suffocating them with its suffocating embrace. Jimin, her spirit crushed, retreated into herself, her former vibrancy replaced by a hollow shell of her former self. The pain of Yojin's betrayal had taken root deep within her soul, poisoning her thoughts and twisting her perception of the world.
Though shaken, I refuse to succumb to despair. The trials I've endured, the countless battles I've fought, have forged within me an unyielding spirit. I will not allow Yojin's treachery to break me. I will uncover the truth, no matter the cost. I owe it to myself and to Jimin to see through the web of lies and expose the manipulator for who she truly is.
Do-Hyuk stirred, his body sluggish and heavy. As he regained consciousness, fragments of memories flickered through his mind. The tournament, the angel's decree, Yojin's betrayal. Pain, sharp and piercing, shot through him as he remembered the events that had led to his current state.
Where am I?
He was in an unfamiliar room, sterile and white. A dull throbbing in his head served as a constant reminder of the battle he had endured. As the fog of unconsciousness receded, the weight of his situation settled upon him. He was alive, but the world he knew had changed. Yojin's treachery had shattered the fragile peace, plunging them all into a maelstrom of uncertainty and danger. Do-Hyuk rose from the bed, his movements stiff and hesitant. He had to find Jimin to assure himself of her safety, to offer her the solace she so desperately needed. As he stepped out into the corridor, a sense of unease washed over him. The atmosphere was thick with tension, the air buzzing with whispered conversations and furtive glances.
The world has changed in my absence. The alliances that had once seemed unbreakable now lay in ruins, shattered by Yojin's manipulations.
He was stepping into a viper's nest, where trust was a luxury and survival depended on cunning and strength. But Do-yuk was no stranger to adversity. He would navigate this treacherous new landscape, expose Yojin's lies, and protect those he held dear. He would emerge from this crucible stronger than ever before, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead.